And I'm very impressed that I was able to get on as early as I did. um, but I managed to get everything together and be able to get on at 9:30. Okay. Let me plug this phone in here and we can get started. Perfect. First person here is Nancy. What would my Sagittarius like to tell me but holds back? They may tell you that lately that they've been feeling very weak overall. Either I don't know if it's emotionally weak or they're been feeling physically weak, and they may be feeling a little bit stuck or like they're being held back or they're not moving forward. They also may say that they're feeling unprepared and they could have a little sharp energy around them. I don't know if there's something going around them personally, that they're like maybe something going on work wise or something going on in their life that is really weighing heavy on them, and they just either don't want to talk about it or they're not ready to talk about it, but it's causing a little bit of stress. Kira, tomorrow. Tomorrow looks like a good day. You're no longer holding yourself back. It feels like things change for the better quickly. Feeling quite successful and like things are moving forward fast. Cancerian in general. The hard work that you put into business school, career, whatever you do all day is coming back to you. You could be starting a new journey around business school, career, whatever you do all day, and it looks like negativity is moving into the past, and a Capricorn could come in that's of significance. An old wound is finally starting to heal, and a disappointment is moving into the past. Emotionally, I think you're moving forward to greener pastures. Magician, love. Could have some new options coming in. If you've been feeling lately like things have been a little bit disappointing, new options could come in. Cause for celebration comes in. Good luck comes in. A Pisces is around. You also have an earth sign coming in. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Feeling like the world is at your feet and you're calling the shots moving forward. Being guided by the divine, stepping into your own strength. You know, you got the Four of Cups in reverse. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Let's see what happens there. Things could get heated up. Simran, what does Kay think and feel about me, good and bad? What does Kay think about me, good and bad? Okay, I would say that this person thinks that you're grounded and stable, reliable, independent, kind-hearted, very passionate, and genuinely a nice person. They may also feel like sometimes um, maybe you try too hard, or your intentions are good, but it could be a little too much or a little too overwhelming. They also may think that sometimes um, you might be either a little bit emotionally weak or you may care too much about what other people think, and they may feel like you shouldn't give a shit what other people think. Too bad for them. They also maybe wonder if you're 100% trustworthy, because they think that you may either over exaggerate or they may have caught you in a lie. I don't know what that's about, but the devil is there. Red, when the Pisces and I converse about, will it be open and honest and productive? Yeah, when you have this conversation, the Fool is in reverse, which means something gets revealed around the situation that needs to be dealt with. It doesn't have to be a bad thing, but whatever it is, it gets dealt with, and then the relationship moves forward. So yeah, I do think it would be productive. Simran, general for tomorrow. Tomorrow looks like it's a pretty good day. No longer feeling stuck. You may be feeling as if things change for the better quickly. You're not looking back on the past fondly, but you may be eager for the future. Feeling as if the world is at your feet, and you may be genuinely happy about something tomorrow. Something could come in that makes you happy. KM, what does S think about my message? Will I get a response? I'm not convinced you're going to get a response. I think that they thought that the message was nice, but they may be either questioning your sincerity. There's something about the message that doesn't sit right with them. I don't know what you said, but I'm not convinced that they're going to answer you. If they do answer you, they're going to wait a while, and it's going to be very like a dry answer, like thank you or something like that. Like it's not, it's like there's something about the message that makes this person feel like you're being insincere, or you're saying one thing but you're going to do something different. I don't know. I'm not convinced that they answer, but if they do answer you, it's going to be something very like very quick, short and quick, short and like you may feel like they don't really give you much when they answer. It may be like okay or thank you, something like that. Kira, work tomorrow, and what can I expect from my new coworker? Tomorrow looks pretty good. It's like no longer feeling stuck. Things are starting to move forward. You may be happy about the new coworker. You may feel like you two get along well. You got happiness around the situation. Communication with this person may be nice. You may genuinely get along with that coworker, and it might be nice to have somebody new there. Like new energy may just shift everything. I think somebody else is on their way out too, which I think is going to help. I think that you and this new person may get along. I mean, you may not be the best of friends, but you may get along, or she may be easy to get along with, or he is easy to get along with. Simran, general for tomorrow. Did I do that one? I think I did it. Karina, Scorpio with Virgo rising, next moves towards me. I don't see all that much happening here with this Scorpio. Scorpio is either feeling burdened by the situation. You might be feeling like you're waiting around for your ship to come in. There could be an argument on the horizon with the two of you. I would say the next thing that would be possible would be communication, but I don't see all that much of it. Looks like the situation is sort of stuck. If you want more from this person, you may have to reach out to them. I wouldn't sit around and wait for them, because they don't look like they have a lot of intentions of, like they don't look like they have a lot of intentions of either communicating or any big plans on the horizon. So you might feel pretty stuck. I wouldn't wait for them. I would reach out to them. Kira, general. Could be starting a new journey here with the Fool. Could have a Sagittarius that comes in that might be of significance. You also could have an Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. But that may be somebody who's not new. They may either be around you right now, or yeah, they may be somebody that's around you. Sagittarius could be new. The Magician, you've got the ability to manifest new opportunities that bring in cause for celebration. All of a sudden, life may start to move forward quickly, and you have money coming in. I would say you could be walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and stepping into your own strength. Cancerian, what's coming up between me and the Leo? Me and Leo. What's coming up between me and Leo? And I would say there's mutual respect, and whatever your situation is, Six of Pentacles is a well-functioning relationship. I don't see a love connection here or like a committed relationship, but with the Six of Pentacles, it's like you reach out to somebody, they answer you. You want to go for coffee? We go for coffee. It's simple. It's like you get respect, you give respect, you get respect, and it's well balanced. So I would expect a well-functioning relationship even if you're only friends. It does look like there is room for growth and transformation around the situation, but I don't see a love connection just yet. That's okay though, we might not be there yet. It does look like you should be feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain and you can breathe a sigh of relief. So I think that you're going to be pretty happy with the way things are moving forward with this person, even if it's not in a committed relationship. Simran, I don't see it yet, so let me do Kira. Update for the rest of this week. Update for the rest of this week. Okay, you could have a new beginning on the horizon. Negativity is moving into the past, feeling successful around work. You got the sun coming out, which is something between now and the end of the week should make you happy. You may feel like life is starting to move forward. You're no longer holding yourself back, and Aries comes in. It also looks like you're stepping into your own strength, which is going to help you feel a little bit less stuck and like life is starting to move forward. You could get communication, or you may run into somebody you haven't seen or spoken to in quite some time. It could be like a faded kind of a meeting. I mean, it could be an old friend. It could be, yeah, I think it may be an old friend. Or just someone you haven't seen in a while. It doesn't look like a bad week. It looks pretty good. Elizabeth, how will a child support go for me? How will a child support go for me? All right, you're being guided by the divine, and you're feeling grounded and stable. So if you're suing somebody for child support payments, you probably will get what is owed to you. It looks like negativity around the situation moves into the past and you have money coming in. I would say it should work in your favor, but I don't know what the situation is. That's just what I can gather. Simran, Liv messaged me saying if she did anything, and if she did, it wasn't her intentions. If I just tell her I'm busy, what will she think and feel? If you tell her that you're just busy, it's like she comes up as feeling like either you're lying to her or you're not telling her the 100% truth, because she feels burdened by the situation. She's got sharp energy around the situation, and she's going to be perseverant. So she may not take that as the answer, and she may try to get more out of you. It's like it doesn't sit right with her. She doesn't believe you, and she tries to get more out of you. I don't know if she's trying to get you to do something for her, but it feels like she's trying to manipulate you into something. Susie, I responded to Steve's message, what will happen? Well, you've got the Hermit in reverse. So you might not hear from him, which I would say would be a good thing with the Hermit in reverse. Because my fear is once communication starts, he's going to work his way back in. But with the Hermit in reverse, maybe he's not going to respond to you. Hermit in reverse is usually not answering somebody because you don't want to hear the truth. So you just kind of shut down so that you don't have to deal with it. It's like purposely not telling the whole story. But my fear is that once communication starts between you and him, he's going to be back. He's going to figure out a way to get back into your life. And that worries me, I think, because I think he's dangerous. Kira, general love. Okay, around general love, a wound is finally healing and moving into the past, and you're not going to have to deal with it anymore. With that, anxiety around love seems to move into the past. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down with the Four of Cups in reverse, and with the Seven of Cups, you're going to have choices. You could have a Taurus that's coming in that's of significance. You also have a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And I think you're going to have a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. But the next relationship you enter should be very well balanced, and you should get out of it what you put into it. It also looks like there's a lot of mutual respect. The person that the relationship is with is going to be your choice. You have a wish around love, put it out into the universe. You also have intuition is heightened, so if something doesn't feel right or you don't trust something, listen to your intuition. There's a Pisces coming in as well. I don't know if you met that person yet or if that person is around. I don't know. Fire signs come up very strong with long-term potential around them. Let's see what happens. But I think the next relationship you enter should be a well-functioning relationship with long-term potential, which is a good thing. Red, has the Pisces learned that I was telling the truth? I think they know that you were telling the truth now. Yeah. I don't know what happened, but something changed. Or they found something out. Emily, single love for the near future. Okay, you've got the Empress, which is love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want children. You have a wish around love, put it out into the universe. Might be feeling undecided because there's more than one person that shows up around you that's passionate and loving with long-term potential. One is an Aquarius, and then the other one is another air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. If these people aren't around you right now, they should enter sometime this summer. And it looks like you're another one that's got a well-functioning relationship possible. You get out of it what you put into it, and it's easy and well-functioning. And it looks like it could come in out of the clear blue sky, and the love cup is full, and you're headed over to greener pastures. Simran, what is K like in general, good and bad? What is K like in general, good and bad? Well, this person seems to be very spontaneous, which can be good or bad, you know, depending on what the spontaneity is. It also looks like they may be very eager to learn new things. They're always growing and transforming, but they may... Three of Cups is in reverse, which, like, that can indicate... Three of Cups in reverse is usually somebody that finds themselves involved in third-party situations, so that could be troubling. It also looks like they're pretty grounded and pretty stable and very level-headed. They don't seem to get, like, caught up in, like, any kind of madness. They kind of keep their feet firmly on the ground. And they seem to be pretty genuine of a person, but... they could be a little bit like adventurous, spontaneous, and kind of like you don't always know what you're going to get from them. They also may have a little bit of a negative streak around them, or they could be like a little negativity around them. Kira, career. Okay, you're headed towards the 10 Cups being full. Now, this place that you're working at right now, I think that this is only a stepping stone to something else. I don't think you're going to be here forever. It does look like you may have another offer that comes in before the end of this summer, and you may be prepared to take it. But aside from that, I think you also may be putting time and effort into a side business, which may bring in some money, and that may be something that becomes like... Even though you may be working a regular job, the side business could be like bringing in enough money that like you're either putting money aside for something or you're paying off a debt or something. Like side business can be pretty lucrative moving forward. When it comes to career, what I think is going to happen is things change for the better for you quickly when you get offered a new opportunity. Take the new opportunity. At some point, I think you go back to school and then you move forward from there. I don't think that even at the next job you're going to stay at for too long. You might be there a little while, but it's like moving from one job to the next, going back to school and advancing your career. It's like constantly moving forward. And then you got this side business too that seems like it's productive. Tiffany, can tarot tell me what the deceased person is saying? Well, I can give you spirit cards. I don't channel dead people, but I can give you spirit cards, and we can ask them to tell us through the spirit cards. Six of Water, memories of your history or your childhood, issues regarding children, romanticizing the past. Well, this card also could be telling you that the deceased person is reminding you of something that happened from the past. The King of Fire, motivational, idealistic, ambitious, charismatic. Focus, focus, focus. Communicate, with vision. Be a leader. Advice from someone creative. The Knight of Fire. Passionate, adventurous, self-assured, restless. A sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. Okay, so this is what I would come up with. I would say that this person is reminding you of something that happened between the two of you in the past. Not necessarily from your childhood, but maybe it could have been something that happened a couple of months ago. Stay focused. Communicate with vision. Don't make any sudden, like, time is of the essence, but think things through before you make any final decisions. I think this person would be warning you not to act out in haste. Elizabeth, general reading. Okay, could be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan, and that may make you feel relief. You got happiness coming out over your life, even though maybe slow and steady wins the race. Stepping into your own strength, cutting through bullshit, and you're not dealing with anybody's garbage. So if anybody starts not doing the right thing by you, that's going to be it for them. Got the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities, to focus on what you want more of, not what you want less of. You got money coming in. If you've been feeling burdened by the weight of the world, that's going to slip off your shoulders and your life starts to move forward. A Libra comes in that may be of significance. Julie, when will I hear from Erica about returning to work? I would say sometime this week. I think you'll hear from her sometime this week. Loso, should I go into work or is it okay for a night off? Should I go into work? I think it's okay to take a night off if you have the time. Yeah, I think it's okay. Julie, the trips that you see me taking is see come along. He could come on one of them. I don't think he comes on both of them. And I think there may be 2 trips coming up around you. T-Vet, love for the rest of the week. Okay, you are no longer holding yourself back. You may be exploring different options this week. You may be making a decision to walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and with that, a Libra could come in. Can't remember if there's been a Libra around you or if that's new energy, but you are going to have choices and happiness. Something before the end of this week should make you happy around love. You also have a fire sign around that may be of significance this week. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, but I think somebody new enters. Tiffany, general. Okay, you've got taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care serves you well. Maybe working on a creative project that brings you money. Could be feeling very passionate about it as well. Looks like you may be paying it off a debt or putting money aside for something that can make you feel relief. Could be toying around with going back to school or learning a new area of study in the near future. It also looks like you have a wish, put it out into the universe. Life seems to move forward quickly with cause for celebration around money coming in. Karina, when will he contact me? Eight of Hearts. The Hearts should be sometime before the spring ends, which is June 21st. So I'm going to say maybe within the next 8 days you'll hear from him. If you don't hear from him in the next 8 days, then I would say it wouldn't be again until the month of August. Sepia, general. You got the Magician, first thing that comes up around you. The ability to manifest new opportunities. Life seems to come back into balance, and an old argument or an old disagreement or whatever it is moving into the past. It also looks like you could have an air sign around that's of significance. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You're no longer waiting for your ship to come in. Standing your ground, cutting through bullshit serves you well. You're headed over towards the 10 cups being full, and you got some nice money coming in. God, as I donated the last live and left the chat, but you didn't ask anyway. Oh, I did answer that one. Housing for July and finances. I think I said that somebody was going to make you an offer around housing that was going to be an improvement to whatever it is that you're living in now, but it might be temporary. And I also said that I thought that finances were improving. Sepia, love. It looks like when it comes to love, you've got a Virgo coming in that might be new energy. You also may be feeling a little bit more grounded and stable around this Virgo. You also have good karma coming back to your love life, and negativity is moving into the past, being guided by the divine. You also have, you got a couple of people coming in. You have a Leo coming in, a wish around love, a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You might be feeling a little bit undecided because there may be new energy that's coming in and old energy that's been around, and you might not be sure exactly what you want, you know, which person you want to explore or what connection you want to explore. But I think that you may be talking to a bunch of people between now and like maybe now right through the end of the summer, possibly. Because you could be feeling like, you know what, I'm tired of things not moving forward. So anybody that comes in, if they're remotely, you know, I've got a little bit of interest Let me see what they're about. And you do have a soulmate connection coming in, and things are moving forward. I would say that you could find yourself in a committed relationship by the end of this summer, and also with the 10 cups full. I think you got some new people coming in. Simran. What are Liv's true intentions with being my friend? You know, she's a tough one because it's like she's coming up as feeling very stuck, right? She also comes up as somebody who's a little bit manipulating. She may be feeling very unsuccessful, and she also has sharp energy around her. But she doesn't hold herself back, and she knows how to ask for what she wants, and she seems to be a little bit manipulating. I would be careful with her because the death card's in reverse. So I don't know if she's trying to get something out of you, and then once she gets out of you whatever it is, then that's going to be kind of it with her. Or I don't know. I don't really trust her. You know, I wouldn't say that you have to be mean to her or that you can't be friends with her. But I would just say make sure that the relationship is well balanced and that you're not, doing shit for her and she's not doing anything in return for you. Because she seems like somebody that knows how to use people when she needs something. Which, I don't know, people can argue, like one of my friends, her and I used to have this argument all the time because I hate people like that. But her argument would be like, why do you hate someone like that? They know how to get what they want. So why does that piss you off? But because you don't know how to use people? I mean, who's right? You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe my friend is right. Knowing how to get what you want, maybe that's... When I worked at the school, I had fourth graders. So how old are you in fourth grade? 9? And I had this girl, Martine. And it was like, it wasn't really cold out, but it was windy. So the director said to me, we're not going to take them outside today. It's too cold. Just stay inside, right? So Martine wanted to go outside. And I was like, no, Miss Susan said that it's too cold. We're going to stay inside. And so she says to me, 9 years old, she says, can I go to the bathroom? And I was like, yeah. So she goes to the bathroom and she comes back. She comes back with one of the teachers, and the teacher says to me, oh, you could take them outside if you want to go outside. So she didn't like the answer I gave her. She didn't like the answer that the director gave me, so she went and found another teacher. Now, to me, I'm like, what a little bitch, right? But she knew how to get what she wanted. So I don't know. Is that a good quality? Maybe. I didn't like I was bamboozled by a 9-year-old, but I was. See, if the teacher told me we can't go out, it's too cold, that would have been it. I would have sat down and did my homework, and I wouldn't have tried anything else. But she wasn't having that. Simran, what does Liv think as to the reason why I'm not replying to her? Did you tell her that you were busy? Because I think she thinks that you're busy. She also may think that you're being a little bit disrespectful, though, because the Six of Pentacles is in reverse. But I think she's thinking, well, maybe she's really busy. Maybe she's working. Like, that's the thing. If you're working and you can't answer somebody back, like, I don't think that's a big deal. That's not disrespectful. Sometimes you can't use your cell phone when you're at work. Some jobs are like that. But she may be getting to the point where she's starting to feel a little bit disrespected, but too bad. What does she want from you? Goddess, what's coming up around TW and me for the next 4 weeks? You could be starting a new journey. You got the Magician here too, so you can manifest new opportunities. You have a new journey on the horizon, and the relationship, whatever the situation is, You may be spending more time together, and communication could pick up. I don't see a commitment here, but that's okay. Maybe commitment doesn't happen in the next 4 weeks. You may need to have patience, but it does look like you could be spending more time with one another, and you may be feeling a little bit more like the relationship is balanced and you're getting out of it what you put into it. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it should be a pretty good 4 weeks. Adriana, love for the rest of the week. Okay, by the end of the week, you may be feeling a little bit like you're cutting through bullshit, you're standing your ground, and you're sticking up for yourself. You may feel like that makes you, like, takes you right to the top of the mountain as you step into your own strength. If you're not with anyone right now, you've got an Aries, a Sagittarius, and a Leo all around, being guided by the divine and feeling successful by the end of the week. So I don't know if it's new energy that comes in that kind of renews your hope or makes you feel good and positive about love. There's 3 people. Let's see what happens. Something good should happen for you love-wise between now and the end of the week. But it might be important that you have to stand up for yourself or cut through bullshit or stand your ground or not compromise with the Ace of Swords. Beautiful one. General around my trip this weekend. Got good luck around it. Got good luck around it, feeling as if the world is at your feet, no longer holding yourself back. You should have a great time. I don't know who you're going with, but there may be a water sign around that's of significance, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and it feels like this may be what you need. Kira, love for the week and the weekend. Okay, between now and the end of the weekend, you may be undecided about how you feel about someone or something. And that person, well, they may be an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. But the relationship itself may function really well. Like it may feel like it's very well balanced or like it has potential, but you just may not be sure how you feel about the person. You could have a Leo coming in before the end of the week and cause your celebration comes in. There's also a Taurus here and a Capricorn that might be of significance. Before the end of the week, you could feel as if good karma is coming back to your love life. You're listening to your intuition. And like, I'm going to say that you may have at least 2 different dates between now and the end of the weekend with 2 different people. One person you may not be really into, or you may be like, I just don't know about this one. But the other person, maybe that's the fire sign that's coming in. Maybe it's the Leo. You should have a couple of options before the end of the week. And general for July. General for July. Okay, by the time we get to July, you've made a decision to walk away from someone or something that no longer serves you. And it doesn't, whatever it is, it moves into the past. The love cup is full, moving forward, feeling as if the world is at your feet. You also have money coming in the month of July, paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan, or putting money aside for something. Perseverance pays off, especially around business or work. The hard work that you put in comes back to you. Taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care in the month of July serves you well, and you could meet a new soulmate connection in July. Cece, I lost my wallet. Is it in my room or my car? Is it in my room? Is it in my car? I'm not convinced it's in either place, but I would say that the car comes up higher than the room. You know, check in that, you know, where everything falls in and you can't get it out. Check in there. Oh, no, it's not a weird question. But whenever you lose something, I worked with a woman who used to always say, ask St. Anthony. So yell out to, hey, St. Anthony, let us find the wallet. Let the wallet show up. Guide us to where the wallet is, please. It used to work because we used to always lose the key, and then you would hear somebody yelling for St. Anthony, and the key would show up. Kira, why did he block me? Why did he block me? Okay. Well, he may have been arguing with himself, or it may have been a tough decision for him to block you, but he feels like whatever the situation was, it was either going around in a circle and never getting anywhere, and he felt like it was holding himself back. He felt like he had hit a brick wall and he was unsuccessful, and that, he may want his life to move forward, and he kind of felt like being stuck in this situation was keeping him stagnant, and he felt like he had no other choice. But he didn't make the decision, he didn't make that decision lightly. Like, he really thought about it for a long time. Ram, anything good coming towards me? Yeah, you've got possibly a new job or business opportunity on the horizon that looks like it would be a good opportunity and it would pay well. It also looks like you may be starting a new journey. Now, that could be the same thing. Starting the new journey is the new job, or it could be two separate things. It also looks like you might have a new creative project on the horizon that you're working on that you get a lot out of. Feeling successful around work or business. It also looks like the solution to a problem is in front of you, but you're just not seeing it. But before the end of June, you should see it. It should pop out to you. Looks like life is moving forward, and you could be taking a little road trip or going on a little vacation relatively soon. Maybe sometime within the next couple of weeks. Julie, will I be seeing C when my birthday in November comes? Yes, I think you will still be seeing him. Nijwani, I just came in to thank you. Oh, you're very welcome. You were accurate about my work. My manager contacted me to go back to work at the new job I applied to. Ah, yay. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Good, good, good. Good for you. Good luck with everything. Excellent. I'm so happy. Good, good, good. Thank you. Thank you for stopping in and telling me. Gemini, will I have a date tomorrow with A the Virgo? Will it happen? Okay. Have a date with A the Virgo. Will it happen? I'm only getting a 33% chance that it's going to happen. It bothers me that you even asked that question, because it leads me to believe that this person's let you down before. Because, like, to me, right? Like, let's just say my friend Rachel, right? I don't see her that often, but like last week, she said, like, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, we went out to dinner, and it was a Saturday, right? It was a Friday. I think it was Friday. She said to me, "Oh, like, this was nice because the town that we went out to dinner in, like, the restaurant was outside. We were able to sit outside, and then we went for a walk after dinner." So she said, "Do you want to do it again next week?" So I said, "Yeah." So that was Friday. So I said, "Whatever night, doesn't matter. Just let me know." So she made reservations for Saturday night at six o'clock. I think it was 6 o'clock, and I hadn't spoken to her the entire week. But I knew that she was good. Like, I didn't even have to think about it. I knew I had reservations there. I knew that she was going to be there. It didn't even cross my mind that she wasn't going to show up. And of course she showed up because, like, I know her, right? So I would never question it. So when somebody asks a question like that, it makes me feel like this person has let them down before, or they've been through situations where they're constantly getting let down. And I've lived through those fucking relationships where, to me, you shouldn't have to question whether or not a date tomorrow is going to happen, because nothing, I mean, look, shit comes up, but it's like, you, unless it's like an emergency, it's like, no, I'm sorry, I can't do it, I have a date. Like that, you know what I mean? So if this person has let you down before, they're probably going to let you down again. And what bothers me is that they're not making you the priority, which means that you're never going to be the priority in their life. You know, it's like, if you make plans to go out to dinner with me next Saturday night, nothing should stand in the way, unless somebody comes in from out of town, or I have to go out of town, there's an emergency. That's different. But between today and tomorrow, nothing should come up that can't be dealt with at another time. So I would be careful with this person. If this is like a repeat offender, you may want to reassess the situation. You know, years ago, I got so fucking mad too. But I was seeing somebody who was like one of these people that, like, you just didn't know if he was going to show up. So sometimes he showed up. He could show up 10 times in a row and then not show up, and you were just like, what the fuck happened? And I remember that I don't know what her name was, but I called somebody to do a reading for me, and she said to me, she's like, this person is constantly going to disappoint you. And I got so mad at her, but she was right. Anyway, I should have listened to her, and I didn't. And I continued to be treated like that for quite a while. Anyhow. Kira, F love. It's a losing game. I just might be a hoe. You know, I hate to say it. I think it's either you're a hoe or you're not. I don't. I mean, unfortunately for myself, I could never say that I was. But one of my very good friends had a friend who was always in some sort of crazy circumstance. Always, always, always in some kind of a crazy circumstance. Like, we were sleeping with the boss, and then, you know, left that job, moved away, was sleeping with that boss. Like, how does that even happen? Like, I never even had a boss that I found attractive. But whatever. And I don't think that she was any happier than the rest of us. But she got some good stories. She had some stories. Anyhow. It was my friend, the one that didn't date anybody for 12 years. It was her friend from high school. I mean, crazy stories. Like, in high school, she dated some guy. They used to argue, so you know what he would do? He would take the shifter out of her car so she couldn't leave. He undid the shifter. I don't know how he did it, but she had a screwdriver in there so she could shift the car. I mean, what kind of crap is this? It was always something crazy. And I didn't know her back then, but my friend said that. I don't know, she went to the prom with this guy who looked just like Prince. So I don't know what his real name was, but she used to call him Prince. And I think that was the guy that took the shifter out of the car. I can't. Like, the stories. I mean, we used to, like, totally live vicariously through her, because none of us had those stories. Nobody was taking my shifter. They would let me go. They'd be like, bye, I'll give you gas money. Ricky, will this girl T come around to doing me the favor that I want? Okay. Will this girl T come around to doing me the favor that I want? I think she will. Yeah, I do think she will. I think so. Um, a cinnamon outcome for the rest of the week. Outcome for the rest of the week. You might be got some nice stuff happening. So there may be a creative project that you're working on, or you may be hanging out with a new creative type of a person or a friend. Anxiety seems to move into the past. There could be a Taurus around. There also may be a Capricorn and a Virgo around that could be of significance. Feeling like you got a stroke of good luck coming in before the end of the week. It also looks like you have growth, change, and transformation. Three of Pentacles, feeling grounded and stable around a business or work relationship. And taking some time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Universe flower. Was my fear about my boyfriend just anxiety? Can I let it go now? Was my fear anxiety? I'm not convinced that your fear was just anxiety. You may be picking up that there's like if okay, I've had like if it's a bad feeling about something and it's just not sitting right with you, I don't think that that's just anxiety. I think that there's more going on and that you should listen to that. Now, in the past, I've had that feeling and where I've said to myself, oh no, it's nothing. It's all in your head. And come to find out at a later date that I was right. I would always tell you to trust your intuition. Anxiety is usually like feeling like nervous energy. Sometimes you might know why. Like you might get anxiety because you got to give a presentation. You could get anxiety if you got to take a test. But if you're having some kind of a fear or you're picking up something that doesn't feel right with you, that to me is not anxiety. That is something is not right in the relationship, and it either needs to be confronted or you need to like figure out what it is that's bothering you in the situation. Like to make a very long story short, I thought that I was going to be involved with this guy years ago. Like I thought that's what was happening, and then this other girl came into the picture. But for them, it was like a business relationship, and then they had to go down to like Trenton, New Jersey together. And the whole time, it wasn't sitting right with me. The entire time, I was like, "This is bad. This is bad. This is bad." But in my head, I was like, "It's not bad. It's not a big deal. They work together. This is a work thing. It's not a big deal." So I kept trying to talk myself out of it, but like in my gut, I knew that it was something was going on between them. And I came to find out later on that there was something going on between the two of them, and that he was going to start dating her. So I wish that I would have listened to my intuition. I don't think that that was. And the feeling for me then was different. It wasn't like the anxiety feeling that I would get where if I was like nervous, like doing a presentation nervous or speaking in public nervous. It was like a nagging feeling in my gut telling me something was wrong. So the feelings were different. Um, I've got Kira. What specific blessings is coming towards me soon? Life starts to move forward pretty quickly, and you're feeling successful around money and finances. You also may be feeling very successful around side business and feeling very accomplished. Cause for celebration comes in, the sun comes out, feeling passionate, feeling like you're stepping into your own strength. I mean, I think that a side business is going to start to take off for you. And I think somebody may make you an offer around a side business that may be hard to turned down, and that may bring balance back into your life. And it also may do wonders just like for your self-confidence and feeling stable. Cinnamon, what's the outcome between me and him for the rest of the week? Well, you've got growth and transformation coming in around the situation. No longer holding, neither one of you are holding back, and there's passion coming in. I don't know what your relationship is with him now, but negativity moves into the past. I don't see a commitment coming in, but cause for celebration and happiness is coming in. So things should be good between now and the end of the week. Kay Willie, what will the courts do about my domestic violence protective order reversal court next Monday? So you took out a restraining order against someone and now you want to have it reversed? I just want to make sure that I'm answering it right. Yes, okay. Okay, it looks like you get success in what you want, right? So, all right, here's the thing. If you have it reversed, I think that they'll reverse it for you. I'm just hoping that that's definitely what you want, because I don't know if it's going to complicate things should you decide at another point that you want to have the restraining order again. It looks like things change quickly for you. You get what you want, they decide in your favor, and things move forward. So I think they're going to reverse it for you. I would just make sure that this is definitely what you want before they reverse it, because so that there's no other complications down the line. Hierophant. Oh, I'm doing well. I hope you are too. How did my plans to move closer make Indy really feel? Like she made it to the top of the mountain and she can breathe a sigh of relief. Happy, and like there's cause for celebration coming in around the two of you. I think that she was happy about it. She's feeling stronger and more stable. Now, I don't know if you mean like physically move your home to be closer to her, or if you mean like emotionally get closer to her, but either way, she's feeling a little bit more stable, or like there's a greater promise for the future around the situation. And what is she feeling about us being together? I feel she is my person. Okay. Well, I do think that now that either you made that move or whatever it is that you did, she believes now more that the two of you can make things work. I don't know if you guys lived far apart and maybe that was something that was weighing heavy on her, but now she's feeling like you guys have a soulmate connection. There's little standing in your way. Things are starting to move forward. She's made it to the top of the mountain. Now I think that she's excited and she's ready for things to move forward. If you physically moved your house, that was a big step, and she's recognizing that. And I think that that was good. Not that I would tell you to ever move for someone, because the energy in that, like for me to say, hey, pick up your shit and move to the town she lives in, I would never tell you to do that. But if that's just how things worked out, like a place became available, you decided to buy it, and it just worked out like that, without like doing it because of her, she may be feeling like, okay, now things are starting to move forward, and now I'm willing to put more energy into this. I think that it's going to work. I think it's working well. Mel, should I continue to try to communicate with Drew? He seems scared to talk to me. I'm a Cancer and he's a Virgo. Okay. Should I continue to try to communicate with Drew? You know what? I would pull your energy back a little bit because trying too hard and not getting enough back is going to throw the relationship way out of balance, and you'll wind up building a lot of resistance around the situation. So my suggestion would be to pull your energy back, stop communicating, and try to disconnect from him. Give it a little bit of time, maybe a week, maybe 10 days, and then reach out and see if you get a little bit different of a response from him. I do think that he's a little bit apprehensive about, and maybe a little bit unconfident and a little bit unsure of himself, but too much, like you do working overtime to get his attention or to try to make conversation, isn't going to work. It's just going to make things worse. So I would try to disappear for like a week or 10 days and then reach out. If you don't hear from him in that time, you might hear from him. And if you do, then you can respond. But if you're constantly texting somebody or trying to make conversation with somebody that's very closed off, more isn't going to make it happen. It's just going to push it further away. Kira, will my mom's friend Kimmy be able to get me a new truck? General timing around it. Okay. Okay, if you're looking for a brand new one, it could take a while. I think that she can help you get something. If you're looking to buy a brand new car that's never been owned or leased before, it might not happen until the end of the year. The Joker would be by the end of the year. If you're looking to get like something used or pre-leased or pre-owned, I think she can get you something, and it would be much quicker. I don't know what the problem is lately, but it's for some reason you can't really buy new cars. I don't know what the hell is happening, but there's a delay. Like my brother recently went to get, he bought the Challenger, but he bought it used. I mean, I don't know if he was going to buy a brand new one, but he said that the dealer said that it would be at least 3 months if he wanted a new one. Oh, I don't understand that. Like when I got my car, I'm not even kidding you. When I walked in there to get this car, I don't even think that I sat down in the seat or the door shut behind me and he had me signing the papers. And then I picked it up like a couple of days later. That guy sold me my first one. Typical salesman. When I bought my first Beetle, right, he told me that his daughter was 16 and that he got her a Beetle. And if I put my 16-year-old in it, only she didn't have a convertible, she had a hard top. If I put my 16-year-old in it, then you better believe I think it's safe. Okay. Well, I go back 9 years later to get this one now, and he says to me, "Oh, my daughter just got one." And I was like, "But didn't she have one before?" And he was like, "No." And I was like, "This guy's a salesman. I bet you she probably drives a Volvo or something else. She probably doesn't drive a Volkswagen at all." Everyone's a freaking liar. Bottom line is, yes, I do think she can get you something. If it's used, you can get it quicker. Like, probably like within a couple of weeks. Oh, you're requesting the courts to renew it. Oh, they'll renew it. Yeah, you're going to get what you want. Good. I was afraid that you were going to, I was afraid that you were going to reverse it so that he didn't have it anymore. Yeah, I think you'll be okay. I think you're going to get what you want. Simran, should I stay in contact with Kay? She seems a bit too much. Yeah, I mean, you could kind of keep her at a distance. You don't have to talk to her every day, but you could still stay friends with her. See, I think that that's like a big lesson. It took me a long time to learn. Like, you don't have to be friends with somebody and talk to them every day. You can talk to them every now and again, or you can talk to them maybe, I don't know, a couple of times a month. I don't think you have to cut her out of your life totally. I don't think that her intentions are bad or that she's looking to like do mean things or cause trouble or anything like that. Um, Anthony, what was the question? If I see the question, I'll remember if I answered it. I don't remember answering a question for you last night. Elizabeth, will the ex give me money on Friday? Will the ex give me money on Friday? No, I wouldn't count on it. No, I don't think so. I think that you may have to, I don't know, he may make you sweat it out or something. I don't think he's going to give you money that fast. Jay, I don't see it yet. How's the hard to read girl feel when she saw me this evening? She was happy to see you. She thought you looked attractive. It's almost like she felt relief seeing you. She may have been looking forward to seeing you, and she's still curious about what's going on in your life. I think she was happy to see you. Carrie, can you re-ask, well, can we be able to get me one of the trucks that I want from her? Not brand new. As a trade-in? Oh, definitely. Definitely. Let's see. What are you looking for? A Chevy? I don't know why I heard Chevy. I don't know. Yeah. And I think if you're going to get something that's sitting on the lot right now, you could probably have it within the next couple of weeks. Maybe not even weeks. Like maybe within the next 8 days. Or let's do it like this: 8 days from the time that you go there and fill everything out. I don't think it's going to take that long. They're pretty hot to move the stuff that's on the lots right now. I think that you'll have no problem getting it. Possibly before the end of June. Yeah, a trade-in. You know what somebody told me once, and I didn't want to say this to my brother because he got a pre-leased car, but I worked with a woman who she bought a used, not a used Beetle, but a pre-leased Beetle. She said that she would never buy pre-leased again. She said because people tend to not take great care of leased cars. I don't know how true that is, but she had a lot of trouble with her Beetle. So I don't know if you maybe that's just something I've heard. So you may want to get like a pre-owned one over a pre-leased one. But at the end of the day, I think that she can probably hook you up with some kind of a warranty or something, and I think that you'll be fine. Yeah, not brand new. You'll probably leave with it really quickly. Yeah, you know what? I don't think that they want to mess around with somebody who was abusive in the past. You'll get what you want at the court thing. My fear was that you were gonna like let it go, and then that was gonna not be a good choice. I would never. I mean, not never, but you know, I feel like once you get a restraining order, like you should probably keep it. Anyhow, Simran, what does EC think of me? Thinks that you're very intelligent. Thinks that you have a lot of potential for the future. You're very perseverant. Strong-willed, kind-hearted, unique, and creative. Simon, when will Liv contact me next, and how will the convo go? You should hear from her like maybe tomorrow. She may be persistent. She could be a pain in the ass. But she may be, yeah, she could be persistent. She may be trying to get you to do something for her, and she's not going to give up until, you know, if she can get it out of you. It's like she's looking for things to change for the better quickly. I would just tell her, hey, listen, I'm busy. I don't have time for this shit. You know, it kind of like, what bothers me is that you have so many people around you that are looking for you to help them with something or do something for them. Like, that's not good energy to be in. The person that does everything for everybody else, because that's going to keep you in a situation where you're always doing things for other people, not getting all that much in return. And that's going to keep happening. And then 10 years from now, you can turn around and you might need help with something, and you're like, hey, nobody's here to help me. Because that's what happens. You know, it's like you put yourself in a situation where everybody's looking for help, everybody wants help, everybody needs you, and you think that you're being a good person by helping everyone out. But really, you're sacrificing yourself for other people's needs, and it doesn't come back to you. Because the energy of the situation doesn't bring that back to you. What happens is you find yourself in situations where you always need to be helping people. And that's just too much. You got enough shit to do that's your own problems. You don't need to take on other people's. Simon, how will the Zoom meeting with Kay go next week? How will the Zoom meeting with Kay go next week? It should go well. Feeling prepared, like you're being guided by the divine, and it could lead to a new opportunity of some type. I don't know what the relationship is, like if it could be a work relationship, a school relationship, but there could be a new beginning on the horizon. Listen to your intuition. It looks like it may lead to opportunity. Kira, general around Father's Day, and what would happen if I presented Steve with adult adoption papers and asked him to adopt me for Father's Day? That's really sweet. I mean, how could you not be honored by that? Like, if anybody did that to me, I would be so honored that somebody asked me to adopt them. How could you not be honored? I mean, I think that he's going to be touched by it. How could you not? Like, the Empress here and the Wish card is here. I mean, that's like really very sweet. Ah, you got a soulmate connection too. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a great thing. I mean, how could you not find that, like, to be really touching? Really. Oh, you do want a Chevy. Ah. Yeah, I think that you can get it pretty quick. Yeah, if she can, yeah, if you can get in there, I'm going to say you could probably get it within, like, days. Yeah, they want to move those. They want to move those. Jay Allen. What's next from the Hard to Read Girl for the rest of the week? Listen to your intuition. She may do something that makes you feel like she's got more respect for you, or like she's working harder to get your attention. You also may feel like she's got like a softer energy, like a kinder, more compassionate energy. And you also may feel like she's a little bit more passionate. I think that she's going to be around you a little bit more between now and the end of the week, or for the rest of the week. Anthony, current situation between the Cancer and me. Cancer is the first thing here that shows up in your reading. I would say that she may show you a little bit more respect sometime. The next time you speak to her, which may not be right away, you might have time before you speak to her, but she may either say something to you or make you realize that she has more respect for you than she's let on. Or that or like you may feel like she's never treated you like that before, and now all of a sudden she may be treating you with a little bit more respect. It does look like the hard work you put into the situation should come back to you with this Cancer girl, but it might take time. You might not hear from her for a while. And I don't know if you've reached out to her recently, but you may have to reach out to her again. If you've reached out to her recently and she hasn't responded, I would wait a little bit. I wouldn't reach out right away. I would maybe wait, give it a couple of months, and then reach out. Because there's more to come here, definitely. It's just when it's going to happen. Ricky, will Colin come over to watch movies today? I just asked him. Yeah, I think he will. Yeah. Don't worry, Kira. I probably can never retire. I probably will never be able to retire. But you're very welcome. The woman that I see, she's like, I don't know, she's like, she was saying how like most of the people that she reads for, like she's been reading for them for years. But then there are some people that she'll read for them for years and then like their life moves on and she doesn't hear from them. She's like, but not you. She's like, I'll be sitting here like a little old lady, 95 years old, still reading for you. And I was like, yeah, probably. So funny. Um, Nav, will I be able to find a place for my clinical externship in the next few months? Yes, I think you will. Yeah, I think that something's going to fall into your lap. Um, Hillary, what does KC feel about me? Thinks that you're kind, caring, nurturing, sincere, warm-hearted, intelligent, focused, attractive. You have a lot of potential for the future. You're compassionate, easy to get along with, and a lot of fun. Malia, when will I get pregnant? Okay, the 6 of Diamonds. So the 6 could be as soon as the month of June. It could be in 6 weeks from now, or the diamonds would be sometime this winter. But I would say before the end of the year. Mm-hmm. All right, let me go to the bottom. Who haven't I gotten to here? Tony. Tony, will she be interested in being friends with benefits if I call her and directly ask? All right, will she be interested in being friends with benefits? Um, you have long-term potential around being friends with benefits with her, but I don't know if you just call her up and ask her if she's going to respond to that, or if you may have to do it in person. I mean, you have long-term potential around being friends with benefits with her, but I don't know if calling her up and asking her is the way to go. I would suggest, if you can, to do it in person. That's what I would suggest. Anything like that, I would do in person if you can. If you really can't, for whatever reason, get her in person, then do it over the phone. But I would try it in person first. That could work out for you. Simran, advice for Scorpio. Okay, what's going on here with Scorpio? Okay, I would say that Scorpio they need to focus a little more on their goals. It's like they're very intelligent and they are grounded, right? And they have a lot of potential. But sometimes they just don't focus, or they lose focus, or they kind of slide off course. The hard work that they put into school, business work, whatever they do all day, will come back to them, but they've got to make a commitment to stay on track. It also looks like they have a wish, so I would tell them to put a wish out into the universe. Six of Cups, somebody from the past may be returning, and this person could be of significance. A disappointment around them is moving into the past. And they do have new romance coming in. They're being guided by the divine to move on to greener pastures. I think their life is moving forward, not backwards. Even though there's somebody from the past returning, I still think that their life is moving forward. Simran, advice for me for this week. Well, this week, it looks like you're laying down the law, you're cutting through bullshit. Anybody that lies to you, you're not going to stand for lies or bullshit. You'll cut right through that. It looks like you've got making it to the top of the mountain, like you can breathe a sigh of relief, and you have a stroke of good luck coming this week. I would tell you to focus on getting done whatever it is that you need to get done, and don't worry about other people. You're no longer holding yourself back, and your life is moving forward. But the only person that you're responsible for is yourself. Kira, how will Steve react when I ask him to adopt me? What will his response be? I think he's going to do it. It looks like things move forward. There's good karma around it. A wish comes true, and he doesn't hold himself back. I would say that he'll adopt you. Loso. Star has been trying to rekindle friendship. She betrayed me, and at the time I wasn't interested in being friends with her. Should I let her back into my life if I don't want to be bitter? Should I let her back into my life? If you do, I would keep her at arm's length. So I wouldn't resume the relationship that you previously had with her. I would keep her at arm's length. It looks like she may be working hard to get into your good graces, and she may genuinely be sorry. Thing is that people are usually repeat offenders, and that bothers me. You know, like, if you look back on your life, how many people have done the same thing over and over again? And I'm sorry, and I keep doing it. I mean, I can off the top of my head, I can think of at least 3 or 4 people that I'm not talking like romantic situations. I'm talking about friends. So I'm afraid that she's going to do it to you again. She does come up as like she's working hard to get back in your good graces, and that you don't want to be bitter, so you want to accept her back, but I would still keep her at arm's length. because people just seem to be repeat offenders. I don't know what that's all about. But like they do it once, they end up doing it again, and I don't like that. Zara, does Themis know about my friendly relationship with Andreas the Pisces because they know each other well? Okay, let's see. Does Themis know about my friendship with Andreas? I think he does. Yeah, I think he does. Red, how will the new start with the Pisces go? You got a new beginning that leads to success, but it may be slow and steady wins the race. Nobody's holding themselves back, but it just may be, taking it day by day, one step at a time. I think it goes well. It's just, you guys, neither one of you are going to get ahead of yourself. So you're going to take it one day at a time, and I think that it'll be a successful new beginning. Kira, how will my non-bio siblings, Steve's kids, react to Steve planning on? Oh, I think they'll be thrilled. I think that they will be absolutely thrilled. They're going to be ambitious. They're going to be perseverant. They're going to be happy. They're going to feel like it's complete. Yeah, they're going to feel like, first of all, I think they already feel like you're their sister, right? So this is just a legal thing. But I think they'll be thrilled. Georgia, general for the rest of the week. It's not bad. You may be feeling a little bit like grounded and stable. You got the ability to manifest new opportunities. It also looks like you're taking time for yourself, rest, relaxation, and self-care. You may be feeling like life is starting to hear from somebody from your past, or you may run into an old friend. Happiness comes out before the end of the week. The sun shows up. It should be a pretty good week. Ram, love reading. New opportunities around love, so put out into the universe exact type that you want, and that person should show up. You're moving forward to greener pastures. It looks like it could be a creative type person that shows up. Could be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You also have a Leo and a Sagittarius around. I think you have new energy coming in that makes you feel like you've got choices and that you've made it to the top of the mountain. Walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. And making a decision for your life to move forward. You've got new energy coming in around love. I think you're going to be exploring new territories. Maria, how will Jay's situation at work turn out? Okay, this person's got to listen to their intuition. They've got money coming in. Their work should be busy, or the pace of work should be picking up. I would say their situation at work turns out in their favor for the best. Cause for celebration. I don't know what the situation is, but it doesn't matter. It looks like things are working out well for them. Karina, what's coming that I don't expect? What's coming that I don't expect? Happiness. Happiness is coming out over your life. You're no longer holding yourself back, and a wish comes true sometime this summer. Could be around money. You got money coming in. You got the world at your feet. You've got being guided by the divine might bring in somebody new that's a Virgo, and you're not looking back on the past, but you're eager for your life to move forward. Simran, why did EC have such an attitude when we were roommates? Well, I just think that the stress of living together, the pressure of school, the pressure of life has caused them to have a tower moment, and they didn't know how to deal with it as an adult, so they had an attitude about it, which is like, what good is that? Like, ignoring somebody, having an attitude, like, why don't you just tell me what's wrong so that we don't have to play guessing games? But they're just weren't emotionally equipped to do that. So it's like, that's how they dealt with it. um, they felt overwhelmed, stressed out, and that's how they, instead of just telling you that they're, I'm struggling with this and having a hard time with that, they just have an attitude. So you're supposed to know what's wrong with them. Is immature. um, Simran, what does EC think of me, good and bad? What does EC think of me? I would say this person thinks that you're well prepared, that you have a lot of good karma coming to you. Sometimes you hold yourself back, and sometimes you can come off either weak or needy. They may think that you're very good at communicating or letting people know what you need or what you're all about, or you may be very good at expressing yourself, but you also could sometimes be a little bit needy. They think that you're very ambitious, perseverant, kind-hearted, but that you may lack self-confidence. Yeah, that you may lack self-confidence. Kira, Sunday, Father's Day. It should be a pretty good day. You're no longer holding yourself back. You're feeling like good karma's coming your way. Feeling well prepared. Life starts to move forward. I don't know if you're having a party or a get-together, but you got the Magician here, which is the ability to manifest new opportunities. You also may be taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. It should be a nice day. How about Saki? May I please have a message for my career? Okay. Got growth and transformation coming in around your career and making it to the top of the mountain like you can breathe a sigh of relief. It also looks like negativity around your career is moving into the past. Laying down the law, setting up boundaries could serve you well around career. Could have some new opportunities coming in sometime this fall that make you feel like you're moving on to greener pastures. Fall eclipse. Karen's feelings and intentions. Okay, I would say that Karen thinks that, well, the Magician is here, so she may be trying to manifest a new opportunity around the situation between you and her. She thinks that you're kind, caring, sincere, attractive, a little bit mysterious, hardworking, and that you have a lot of potential. And I would say that communication is going to pick up. Jules, may I ask, will I get signed to a modeling agency this year? Got a 33% chance, yes, you will be signed to a modeling agency sometime before the end of the year. Is there anybody else here that I haven't answered for? Anyone else? No, that's it? Damn, I keep dropping it. Georgia, love for this week. You've got happiness coming in around love and no longer feeling as if you're waiting for your ship to come in, but you might be exploring new opportunities. You've got growth and transformation coming in around your love life. You've got a Scorpio and an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You may feel like, hey, I got the Magician here. I'm sending out, putting out into the universe exactly what I want, so that person shows up. And you may be making things happen. You have a wish around love this week. Simran, what should I get or do for Father's Day? What should I get or do for Father's Day? I would do there's happiness coming in around Father's Day. So I would say that whatever you decide would be fine. I would say don't spend a lot of money, or it's not about the money that you spend. I think it's more about the time that you spend. And you might be doing something like, I don't know if it's like a lunch or a dinner or something outside. That's what I'm thinking. Something outside, maybe later in the afternoon. I don't know if it's a picnic or a barbecue or something like that. That could be fun. But it looks like don't spend a lot of money. Let's just do something simple. It's not about the money that you spend. It's about the time that you're spending. And it looks like it's a good time. Oh, thank you, Saki. No. Will my Leo sister try to rekindle our relationship? I'm so over it. I don't want it because it's toxic. Yeah, she's going to. Yep, she shows up right here. She's going to at some point, maybe not right away. At that point, like, you might just, like, you may not feel either way about it at that point. But yeah, at some point, she's going to try to rekindle it. Simran, how's this summer 2021 looking like? It's not bad. You may be taking a trip to water, by water, or around water. It looks like you could be spending time with an Aries that maybe could be a friend or somebody who you've been close to, or maybe somebody from your past that has returned that's an Aries. If they're not an Aries, it looks like an old friend. That would be somebody with a very strong personality like an Aries. It also looks like there's cause for celebration that comes in around work. I don't know if you're working extra or if you're picking up seasonal, some kind of seasonal job or whatever, but there may be extra money coming in. You're no longer holding yourself back. You're stepping into your own strength. It also looks like your intuition is heightened, so definitely listen to it. You're, I don't know if you're planning on going back to school or learning a new area of study this summer. This doesn't necessarily have to be like going to school for your degree. This could be doing something like, hey, I always wanted to learn how to, I don't know, paint ceramics, whatever it is. You may be doing something a little bit more creative this summer, school-wise, or recreational school. Doesn't have to be, college school or university school. Looks like life starts to move forward. You could also be taking a road trip sometime this summer. I don't know if it's like the road trip to the water or if they're two separate trips. Like, hey, I'm spending time at the beach one week and then another week I'm taking a road trip to, I don't know, the city next door or the city of the next town over. But it looks like a pretty busy summer. Got a lot of opportunity. Shopaholic, when will Zach reach out to me? Six of Hearts. The six should be sometime in the month of June, and the Hearts would be sometime this spring. So I would say you should hear from him before June 21st. Elizabeth, do you, California, stimulate coming soon for me? Do you California stimulate coming soon for me? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I don't. Are you waiting on a stimulus check? Can you reword that? Can you reword that question? I want to make sure I answer it right. Meanwhile, I will do love for Simran. Okay, you got cause for celebration comes in. Maybe it's around this Aries. Cause for celebration comes in around love with an Aries. See what happens. It looks like you've got the ability to manifest new opportunities around love, and I think it could be new energy that's coming in. Now, the last reading showed that Aries was a person from your past, but maybe the person from your past and the Aries are two separate people. Either way, it looks like you got an Aries coming in around love. Also could be an Aries from the past returns, and you also meet another Aries. It also looks like you're laying down the law, you're setting up boundaries, and you're letting potential romantic interests know exactly what you expect from them. And with that, you should find yourself in a relationship that's well balanced. Got a Pisces here too that could be of interest, or it could be a Pisces Aries kind of cuspy person. I would say you're not settling for less than you deserve, and love life is moving forward. Next relationship should be pretty well balanced. Elizabeth, California stimulus check, waiting to see if it's coming soon. So it's only for people in California. I think you're going to get it soon. Yeah, I think you're going to get it soon. Like maybe within the next 4 weeks. Mel, you could close them. Thank you. Yeah, you could close them. Thanks. Simran, have I already met the Pisces, or is it new energy? It's new energy. Someone new. Let me do, I think I have 2 more people here I didn't get to. Pinkie Pie, what are CR's current feelings for me? Okay, this person thinks that you're very intelligent and highly intuitive. They think that you're creative, unique, attractive, kind-hearted, spontaneous. They have a lot of respect for you, and they think that you're very passionate. And Summer Cancer 69, General. Life starts to move forward when you no longer hold yourself back. You may have the love cup here full. If you're not with anyone right now, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities around love. There may be a Libra coming in. There also could be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan that makes you feel relief. The next relationship you enter would be a soulmate connection. If you are in a relationship now, I would say your current relationship is a soulmate connection. 8 of Pentacles, you may be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. Could be for business, could be for pleasure, but there's a new journey on the horizon. Is there anybody here I haven't answered for? I think I got through everyone. That's it. Oh, shopaholic. All right, wait. Oh, damn! I just closed that out. Hang on, hang on. You ever see this girl impersonate the Kardashians? She's a fucking riot. She just popped up here. I swear to God, she sounds just like them. Damn. Shopaholic, I don't see it yet. While I wait for Shopaholic, let me find this girl. She's so funny. Shit, I forgot what her name is. I think her name may be Yuri. I don't know. I can't remember, but she's fucking riot. Shopaholic, I don't know if this is a weird question. Will I meet the guy who occurred in my dream? It's not a weird question. It's not a weird question. But let's see. Will I meet the guy that I met in my dream? I don't think so. I don't think so, but I think that the guy that you met in your dream is representing somebody else. I don't think you're going to meet that specific person exactly, but whatever, the way that I interpret dreams is I always go by the way I felt in the dream. So it could be a really wonderful dream, but if I felt shitty or scared or upset in the dream, then I'm like, uh-oh, well, why was I feeling that? I always go by the feeling. So whatever you felt around that person, I think that there may be another person in reality that comes in, and that's what's significant. The feeling. I don't think you're going to meet that specific person, but very interesting. See what happens. All right, the last person I'll do here is Miss Billy. How will my surgery go? Overall, I think the surgery goes well. I don't know what you're having done, but the recovery may be a little bit slow. You could be feeling like, hey, I got a long road ahead of me, but I think that it works out in your favor. A long story short, I think that you're heading towards greener pastures. I think that you'll be fine. So if you come out of surgery and you feel like, shit, this is going to take a long time to heal, or I may be feeling a little bit under the weather, I think it passes pretty quickly. All right, that's it for me because I think Dylan's got to go out, and I will see you guys all tomorrow. Thank you all very much for being here, and I'll see you tomorrow night or tomorrow during the day. Either way, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye, guys.